Hey guys, and welcome to Astro Music and Tutorials. So as you can see, I'm trying something different in this video. We're completely restructuring the video format to try and connect with the viewers more. Today we're going to be making a chill hop song using a guitar sample provided by Molly Mcphaul. If you haven't heard of Molly Mcphaul, she's a very talented musician, so please go check her out and show her some love if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, check out our earlier videos and like and subscribe if you enjoy our content. And with that, let's start the video. So let's start with the guitar sample. Here's what it sounds like. To be honest, I didn't see the BPM she provided in the video itself, so I had to find it manually like an idiot, but eventually got this. The only issue was that the second half would not line up with the beat, so that's why I split the sample into two to make syncing easier. If we zoom in, we can see the difference better. Now it's perfectly in sync. For the effects, all I have is an EQ to cut out the unwanted bass notes so that it wouldn't clash with the bass notes I was planning on adding. Now for a piano progression to accompany the guitar sample. The VST I used is the old reliable Spitfire Lab soft piano, the best free piano out there. I kept it as dry as possible with no additional reverb, and for the effects, I'm going to add an EQ to cut the low end, because soft piano tends to have a lot of that. Just make sure you cut and not shelf it, because you don't want any low frequency to slip through. Now let's fill in the spaces with some ambient pads like this. The pad I used is a fifth suite preset from the plugin Pigments by Arturia, which is a nice synthesizer for sound design and comes with a great set of presets, and overall looks pretty cool too. For effects, we have the fruity stereo enhancer to widen the sound and fill up more of the mix. And then we have an effect rack by Sound Toys with the ambient spaces preset to make it more spacey, and finally an EQ to cut the unwanted lows. Next we have a pluck to enhance the piano chords. The sound is a reverse box preset from Pigments. And for the effects, I just have an EQ to cut the lows and to slightly lower the highs so that's not too piercing. Now let's add a beat with a drum progression. I use samples from different sample packs. All of these are free and you can find them with a quick Google search, if you know what to search. They sound great and they're worth the find. You can find a lot of free sample packs on YouTube as well. Next is the bass line to go with the drum pattern. use the Eternity bass sample from the Lo-Fi Starter Kit by Cymatics. It's a free Lo-Fi sample pack. You can find this bass in the Eternity sample pack as well. Make sure you right-click on the sound in the instrument rack and click Cut itself. Otherwise, the notes will overlap and it's going to be one big mess. For effects, I just have an EQ to cut the higher frequencies, and a fruity limiter to sidechain the kick. Next, we have a guitar lead, which goes like this. Now, as far as realistically sounding free guitars go, you will not do better than Spitfire Audio. I used the Peel guitar preset to get this authentic electric guitar sound. For effects, I used Effect Rack with the tube tape preset for that warm, tubular sound, and an EQ to cut the unwanted lows. Next, we have a textural pad that I only use in the second half of the song. This is a preset called Happy Ending of the World by Vital. I got it from a free pack, but I don't remember the name. But just like the others, it's just a quick Google search away. For effects, I have a fruity stereo enhancer to widen the sound, Valhalla Supermassive to make it more spacey and ambient, and an EQ to cut the unwanted lows and highs. Finally, we have this riser that I made. To make it, first we take a 2-note chord, sustain it for a bar or half a bar. I'm using the Mica Squire for this sound by Spitfire Audio Labs. Any type of ambient pad is enough. Now paste the pattern in the playlist, highlight it, and hit Ctrl-Alt-C to render the pattern into an audio file. You can see that the audio file is the exact same as the one that I've been using in the track, just for comparison. Now go to the instrument rack, right-click on the volume knob of the pad audio file, and choose Create Automation Clip from the drop-down menu. Play with the automation settings until you get your pad to sound like this. The sound should fade in and out subtly. For more ambience, I added a Valhalla Supermassive, Effect Rack for a chorus effect to make the sound thicker. Another way to automate the volume is by adding a fruity balance, and then automating the volume knob of that plugin by right-clicking it, just like we did earlier. Now let's hear the full beat. Thank you for watching this week's tutorial. Like and subscribe if you like our content, and we'll see you next week.